Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. That starts today, Tuesday, July 29th. It goes to next Tuesday, August the 5th, 2025. Hard to believe, eh? Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. I give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas. That way there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate it. If you do wonder why I have more score than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current season 21 season pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying 1,500 atoms for the season pass. Alright, so I forgot to use our score booster drink during our daily challenge videos. Let's go ahead and use that now. Again, the score booster will give us an extra 25% of what we have on top already for 24 hours. Let's go ahead and use that bad boy. There we go. So now we are 50%. Now, if you ever use the score booster drink and you don't see anything happen with your score, there's nothing wrong. You just back out. You go back into it again, and you'll see it pop up. And the same thing would have happened for our daily challenges here as well. So just an FYI. Excuse me. All right, let's take a look here. So we do have Fasnacht Day every hour on top of the hour, and we have it all week this week. So just an FYI. Now the daily that we had here earlier on, it was completed the event Fasnacht Day while wearing a mask. All right, and of course I started the video right off the hop. I didn't even have a mask on me. And I had to go back to a stash box to get a Fasnacht mask. So you will have to wear a Fasnacht mask for that to count, all right? As compared to this weekly, just complete the event Fasnacht Day as is. You don't have to wear a mask. You can just wear whatever you're wearing. And of course, if you don't have a Fasnacht mask, let's say it's your first time playing, you will be getting a mask of some sort. It doesn't matter what type of mask it is. You'll be getting that as a reward for the very first time. And just make sure you're wearing it if it asks for it, all right? So all you do is you go under your Pip-Boy, you go under Apparel, and you make sure that you're wearing it. Make sure it's equipped just like that, okay? So just an FYI, just to show you how to do, just in case you're brand spanking new to the game. I kind of like this one, though. This one here is a brand spanking new mask, and I'm pretty happy. Got it? I don't know if there's a glowing version, but I like it anyway, despite the not being glowing. It really suits it. Alright, let's take a look here, Jim. So funny. Now, we should be able to complete this one here as well. But again, I do have some older videos I made about 2 years ago. You can check those out. And I tried my best to explain it, but you can check out those videos if you've never completed Fasnacht Day before. Alright, so let's take a look here, Jim. Yeah, I'll take a look at this one here for a scrap junk to produce aluminum 15. So aluminum is a junk item, which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any tinker's workbench. So you go ahead and go craft. You go bulk, and right here, bulk 1 aluminum. All you need is 10 aluminum scrap and 2 plastic. Now you will have to bulk 2 aluminum, okay, for this to work in this case. And then all you do is you scrap is hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. It's more so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for people who like to get things done quick and easy. The bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at for most junk items here in the game. Now, if you're legitimately looking for aluminum, cake pans are a good source of aluminum. Right here in Morgantown High School, upstairs in the home ec class, there's 3 cake pans. Right here in the overseer's home, there'll be 2 cake pans right in the kitchen, but if you are a ghoul, you will need a disguise to get in there. Now, if you spawn here, you actually spawn a little bit to the north. If you look over the train tracks to the west, there'll be a small blue house. That's actually the overseer's childhood home, and there's usually a cake pan right in the kitchen there as well as a couple of aluminum cans in around here. In Helvetia, actually, in the bluish or off blue house right across the corner from the yellow house on the main road, if you head upstairs where the scorched are in the kitchen, There'll be some tin cans as well as maybe about 3 or 4 aluminum cans up there as well. Right down here in Summersville, right on the south end of town, there'll be a diner. It'll have like an ice cream cone sign right on the very above the door. You just go inside, you head right to the back. There'll be a little pantry back there. There's usually a cake pan or two, a couple aluminum cans back there, as well as some pre-war food. So you can check that out if you so wish as well. Excuse me. All right, so let's go ahead here. We're actually going to use the bulk. Actually, before we do that, we do have a camp resource available to us, actually. Just remember that. This counterfeit bottle cap press. And as you can see, it'll passively collect aluminum scrap and lead. Different quantities each time, of course. But again, this is an atomic shop item. It's not in there right now. It's not, at least not that I know of anyway. But again, nice little camp resource to have that'll collect this stuff passively in your game. At your camp or at your camp. So you just kind of go around to all your camps and collect and yeah, save a little bit of time that way. Let's use the bulk and scrap method just to kind of show you how that works and show you how it counts. So we'll go bulk. Again, we get to craft 2 of these bad boys because it's only 10 aluminum scrap. We're going to back out and then we're going to scrap these bulk aluminum that we just crafted here. There we go, scrap trying to produce aluminum 15 for 15, and that is the bulk and scrap method. Works every time. Works like a charm, doesn't it? All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. Drink Nuka-Cherry 5. So again, we talk about the Nuka-Cola Collectrons a lot here on the channel. Every one of my camp has some sort of variation. Now in this camp here, I have the auto miner out because he looks a little bit better in this camp setting. But if you're a person like myself and you have multiple collectrons, all you do is just go to the little terminal there and you can select what it will collect. Now it will collect what it's normally meant to collect, but it'll also collect what you set for it to collect as well. So let's take a look here. As you can see, he does have Nuka-Cola products, even though look at that, cranberry, orange, grape, nice. But it also has some aluminum ore because that's what he's supposed to collect, all right? Just kind of keep that in mind. That's something you can always check out. So let's go to our build menu here under the resource tab here real quick. Now I'll show you what the actual collectron looks like. So this is the OG one right here. This is the very first one. We got Season 4, Season 5. He'll collect Nuka-Cola products as well as the odd bottle or 2. And again, he goes on sale once or twice a year, but usually for 250, 500 atoms by himself. Now the other variation of that, of course, is Nuka-Cola Quantum version. We get this one in Season 11 scoreboard. That's when Nuka World on Tour first came out, but he'll also collect on top of Nuka-Cola products and bottles, but purified water and nuclear waste, all right? But you guys have seen all 10 of my camps, and it either has either or in them. Now, someone had mentioned to me the other day that Samuel and Foundation is actually selling this one right now for 1250 gold bullion. And of course, you have to have a cautious reputation with the settlers right down here in Foundation, so that's Samuel. All right, so that's something else you can try. Now, Nuka-Cherry is can be found quite easily between the classic and the cherry is what we usually find in around the wasteland. So Teller County Fairgrounds is a Nuka-Cola stand. The Nuka-Cola machine here at the Green Country Lodge of the swimming pool area. By the Raider area, in amongst the roller coaster ride in Camden Park, usually some Nuka-Cola products through there. The basement, the level 50 DMV building, the level 50 building, okay. There's a Nuka-Cola machine there that's pretty decent. The picnic table area, and there's a Nuka-Cola machine here in Lewisburg that's pretty decent as well. Right up here, Philippi Battlefield Cemetery, right up against the museum, there's a Nuka-Cola machine there that's good. In terms of cherry, you won't find any cherry here at the Sunday Brothers cabin. That's the little hut with the cane-to-cane roof on the left-hand side when you're going up the driveway. Every time I've been there, there's only been 4 Nuka-Cola Classic. I've never seen actually any cherry there, so just an FYI. You can also buy some cherries from Bubbles. Now, Bubbles will be at the White Spring Resort. You use the front door icon right here. You head up the stairs, take a right. You go to the tavern, the medical, the bay, the big wide open area where the responders are. There's a little store on the left-hand side where a guy named Giuseppe trades things for stamps, and there's Bubbles right there. And Bubbles will sell a quantity of various Nuka-Cola products, including cherry. Now, one thing good about Bubbles' inventory is not tied in the inventory of the vending machine, which is right down here in Nuka World on Tour. which is also a free fast travel once when you discover it. And again, various quantities of Nuka-Cherry and other Nuka-Cola products there as well. And you can do that little route. That's that little route I do. Right up where seismic activity happens, there's a bunch of kiosks up in this area, and you loop right back around to where the vending machines are, and that's another good way to get some Nuka-Cola cherries there. So let's pop in the Nuka World on tour here real quick, just to kind of show you. Now, again, it's going to depend server to server. It's going to depend if you're on a public server. Sometimes they don't spawn in. If you're on a server with other people, this place is usually cleaned right out because everyone and their dog will be doing the same challenge as you are. But here's the little run I do. Starts right there where you spawn in. Here we go. We got cherry right there. Let's go ahead and drink her. There we go. Drink a cherry. And this is all I usually find. Either cherry, Nuka-Cola Classic, and even Quantums. Those the only three types we'll find on this run, but a Nuka-Cola product is a Nuka-Cola product. And then these are the little kiosks we'll check. Now, we were here just the other day, so I'm not expecting a whole lot to be here because I'm still on the same private server, I believe. Yeah, there's just the bottles there, the same exact locations they were a couple days ago. Now, if we switch to a public server, it might be a little bit easier on us, but again, but as I said, we are in competition with other people. All right, so just kind of keep that in mind. That's just a classic, so again, it has to be a cherry. Check these vending machines here, nothing there, just some bottles. And it'll be one last location right down here towards the vending machines itself. These are all pal Gunther. Good job picking your clothes up today there, buds. Yeah. Usually right here, but as you can see, we were here just the other day. We already picked those up. Sometimes there's 3 classic or 3 cherries there. So here's the vending machines here. And at the end of the day, as I've mentioned, if you don't have a Nuka-Cola Collectron, you're not finding them anywhere. Just buy them. Buy them from the vending machines and bubbles, and eventually you'll have the 5. And you can server hop these areas all day long, okay? And yeah, as long as you have the caps, you can just keep buying them up every single time. All right, and again, you can just fill your boots with Nuka-Cola products. All right, let's finish it up here with the drinking of the Nuka-Cola Cherry here. There we go. Drink Nuka-Cherry, 5 for 5, done. All right, let's see what's next here, Jimmy boy. That pretty much sums it up there. We're about 9 minutes away from the top of the hour for Fasnacht Day. So let's kind of go along here. Back to Burnt Book 25. All right, so I do have a video I made last year. The main place is the Burnt Book House, all right? And that's right here in Summersville. So when you spawn in here, Summersville, it's the house on the first right-hand side. If you're a returning player, they used to be full of Mirelruks, but now there's just weakened ghouls there, maybe about 4 or 5 in total. But that is the Burnt Book House. Now, the only problem with that house is the fact that a lot of people like to use it to reset their game by picking up 250 items. There's so many burnt books in this house, amongst other things, that people will clean it right out. And I know someone had mentioned quite some time ago that it probably took 13 server hops to get on the server where it finally had burnt books in it. All right, so just an FYI, you may have to do, because it is 25. That one, there's going to be a little bit of a struggle this week for a lot of people. Right here, if you go to the Overseer's home, but not the Overseer's home itself, just a little bit to the north, if you look over to the west, it's that smaller blue house. That's the Overseer's childhood home. There'll be 2 burnt books downstairs and about 6 upstairs. And here in Helvetia, in the blue house, right on the corner from the yellow house on the main road. Again, if you go through those scorch, if you head upstairs, right at the top of the stairs, there'll be some bookshelves on the left-hand side, and there'll be about 6 or 7 burnt books up there. If you ever come across burnt lifestyle magazines, sometimes they look like rubble, like in a corner in houses and buildings and stuff. They look like you can't even pick them up, but sometimes you can. And they will also count as burnt books as well. So it's something I always kind of keep forgetting about, but I like to kind of make a mention of that when I can. Let's pop in this good old Summersville here. We'll take a look at those burnt books. And again, as I mentioned, just ghouls here nowadays. Let's lock and load. Kill a creature, yeah. Maybe one more guy upstairs here. Oh, he found me, I guess. All right, good stuff. So you can see all these burnt books here. Now it's easier for me as I have Fallout first, so I have a private server. The people who have private servers such as that will have a much easier time than the people who are stuck to the public ones. There'll be a little bit of a stretch completing this one this week for the burnt books, but all you do, you just kind of pick them up. Just everyone and their dog will come here and clean the place right out. Unfortunately, there we go. Like the burnt book 25 for 25. And again, when you scrap burnt books, a good way to get cloth as well. All right. And we're overweight. Of course we are. There we go. You have a bunch of stuff on me there. All right. Let's take a look here at the next one. So we are almost at that time. Collected Garden Gnome 5. So I do have a couple of videos here on the channel showing you some great locations for garden gnomes. There's a couple locations in around Modern Gods, a little more spread out. Sometimes they'll be right on the front porches, but sometimes you can't pick them up. All right, so FYI there. Because there's 3 right on top of a trailer in Monaga Mine, but you can't pick them up, for example. But the ones in Monaga, you should be able to. I believe there's a couple down through Flatwoods as well. But again, they'll be on the front stoops of those places, okay? One of the videos you'll see here on the channel, I bring you right here to Huntersville. This is a very, very popular spot. I get all kinds, every time this pops up, I get all kinds of comments saying, yeah, they're not there anymore, Jim. But they are there. You just have to server hop the location because, as I mentioned, if you're a person that's stuck to private servers, you're in competition with other people, and it will take a little bit while. So the Garden Gnome one will be, like the Burnt Book one, it'll be a little bit of a challenge this week for some folks, okay? But this is a real good spot. Now, right over here, General Steakhouse, this is a really good spot here as well, right out back. So we're actually going to pop in the General Steakhouse here, just to show you this. Now, it is a little bit higher level area, a lot of super mutants here, and a couple mutant hounds. But you can kind of make it past these guys, no problem, alright? So let's go to the steakhouse itself. We're actually going to run down this road. And try to be as sneaky as you can. We're going to get on the other side of this building here, or this wall, I should say. So again, there'll be place will be just crawling with super mutants. They kind of get my sneak on through here. Now, sometimes there'll be insects, mole rats, or mongrels back here, but they're pretty squishy. Gonna peek out from this corner here. Oh, we have a rat, okay. Good stuff. So you said that was pretty easy to kill. And these garden gnomes will be right back here. Turn our light on here real quick. And I think there's 7 here in total. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's the 6th one. And I recommend just take what you need, guys. That way there's 2 more here. So this is a really good spot here. Okay, so 8 in total. Nice. Nice little spot here. All right, let's see what's next here. So we're almost on top of the hour here. But I'm thinking we can maybe fit 1 more in. Like the Teapot 5. So again, one of the most popular videos I have here on the channel is right up here, Palace of the Winding Path. We can find anywhere from 7 to 12 teapots in this one location. It is a really good spot amongst other things like silver, copper, ceramic. It's a real good spot. Scorched of various levels. So lots of teapots up there, lots of them. 2 of them are right down here at the Susan's Cabin. We were there just last week. There's 3 right over here at the Giant Teapot. All right. 1 in the teapot itself, 2 in the little house there on the main floor. Now in Helvetia, now this one here will probably be cleaned out in the honey house. There's usually about 3 or 4 teapots there, but because we have Fasnacht Day, I can see these being cleaned right out. But let's go to Helvetia here real quick, just so I can show you where they're at the honey house, just to show you. Again, I wouldn't give it too much faith coming here because there'll be a lot of people rolling through here the next week. All right. But it's the honey house right here. This guy. Let's open him up. And we have a teapot right there. So this is the typical teapot we see in the game. Here is the house teapot. All right. So here's another teapot here. As I mentioned, now I'm on a private server, so I'm not too worried. I believe that we have a quantum right there. Pretty cool. And it's always good to kind of scan. Oh, there's another. I don't know if we could pick. Oh, we can. Oh, I can see just a little variation. So there's 4 right there. All right. And it's good to kind of look around and see. I don't see any more. That's fine. Oh, yeah, we do. We're there. Whether we can pick them up or not, I'm not sure. Yeah, we can. Nice. Perfect. So 5 there in total, just like that. In a little honey house, yes, sir. So again, 1 more will be right here at the Blue Ridge Bunkhouse. I believe there's 1 here in Settlers Ridge as well. There'll be 2 right down here, Appalachian Antiques, just for like backups. All right. So just an FYI there. All right. So we are on top of the hour here. I'm on a server by myself. So let's go ahead. We are going to switch servers, be on a server with other people. We actually got quite a bit done before this event popped up here. Fasnacht Day. And as I mentioned, I made a couple videos about 2 years ago. It's all time-stamped. Sometimes the audio can be a little rough, so just kind of watch out for that. Make sure you're not wearing any headphones there, but the information's still solid. I think there's only been maybe a few subtle changes since that time, which we'll talk about here at the end of the video. Or at the end of the event, I should say. Alright, so let's take a look here. There should be a whack of people here. Yeah. The Fasnacht Day is one of those events where it's extremely popular. Sometimes it can go fast, sometimes it can go slow, but the only thing I would recommend to people, especially if you're new to the game, is please don't place your camp close by, okay? Because it will slow the event down and make it really, really glitchy, okay? I think survival tents are pretty decent, but full-fledged camps really slows it down bad. And I've even failed this event more than a dozen times because people have had their camps in around the area, and it just slowed it right down. Now, back in the day, if you guys remember, if you're a returning player, this used to be a heavily nuked area, heavily. But I think they stopped that from happening last year, so that's good. Now, there's a 7-minute cooldown before it starts. I wouldn't really recommend talking to him right away. You have to find these marchers. So the Protectron marchers is going to be different every time. I know sometimes it may seem like it's the same every time, but it isn't. Okay, so here's one right here. We have to donate eggs from the stream, so the eggs are right down here. And all you do is you walk up to them and you collect them. Just like this, burp, like that. Now they are a little difficult to see. Alright, so let's get back up here. And all you do is you put them right in the pot here, just like that. There we go. We got 18, so we need a couple more. Oh, there we go. 20 for 20. Nice. Let's pop over here. See if there's a guy in here. Yep, he's right there. And when you talk to this guy, the cheerful beekeeper, you'll have to kill. Oh, the teapots are on here too. You see the teapots here that people aren't picking up? Interesting, eh? There'll be 3 honeybees we have to kill. cryptozoologist explorer, apparently. Yeah. All right. So 4 of 5 have been found. So let's go up here and see. Oh, it's probably the guy in here, the butcher. Yep, he's right there. So you interact with them. There we go. So we have to find some intestines. Of course, there'd be all kinds of little animals around. And of course, they're pretty squishy. I don't even know where he went. Oh, right there, Jim. You donate the intestines. And you just put it right in the little cooler there.
Welcome. Hope you have a
Just like that.
appetite. Small array, smart empty location of intestines for the sausage making.
Yeah, usually there's all kinds of these little critters running around here. Huh. Well, we just need 2 more, apparently.
With the fire light.
Yeah, usually these critters are all over the place.
Do like our way.
This is what I mean. Kind of glitches out the game a little bit. Oh, right there. I think we have one on us, though. I think. No, we don't. Okay, I thought I did. So now I picked it up. You're gonna waste. Interesting. Hopefully that person's got one. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Awesome. So once when the 5 of the 5 of the marchers show up here, okay, they'll all take their little helmets off and switch out to mass. All right.
Proceeding to the parade. Thank you, friend.
And you will come across that some people are a little impatient. I don't think they might be new to the game. Maybe they don't understand that the robots have to get here, and you have to, you know, do their little tasks for them.
Marker requires me to stand at this location.
Now, personally, I find
Assuming
you do get fairly good rewards by walking with these guys. Again,
marcher
I have no proof on that. It's just my experience and what I've noticed the last couple of times doing this event. All right, let's see here. So we will be finishing this one here off. Kill a creature 25, all right? So creature is everything on the map except robots and humans, all right? Everything else is on the table. And as you saw when I was killing those squirrels and rabbits, they are creatures. Even the Brahmin down through Flatwoods, the 9 Brahmin down there, they're also considered creatures as well, all right? So again, anything but a human or a robot, you are good to go. Wow. A lot of cultist blades there. So we'll be finishing off this one during this event. Easily done. I had to kind of perch myself up on this roof. And this one here, this first wave will be rad toads, okay? They'll be coming from that area over there, that area, and on the other side of that house. And the rad toads are pretty, fairly squishy. You see they're coming to the side of the house here. Now I find it's very server to server, event to event. Sometimes there's a lot more rad toads, and then other times there's only a couple. Yeah, no rhyme or reason for it, I guess, but Alright, so the second wave here, we're going towards that. Corn the cob head there. That's so funny. So again, for this weekly, you don't have to wear a mask, okay? It just says complete the event. It was just that daily that popped up that the requirement was to wear a mask, a Fasnacht mask. It's a nice book bag there. Huh. Alright, now I think I can perch myself up here. Or on where that person's on that little gazebo there. So this one here will be Super Mutants and Mutant Hounds. There we go, kill a creature 25 for 25. As I mentioned, pretty easy. And again, how to maximize, don't focus on one enemy. Something similar to many of the events that I had mentioned there recently with mutated enemies. During the Mothman Equinox going after cultists. As long as one of your bullets land, you will get credit. You don't have to focus on one enemy and just kill that one enemy. Just kind of shoot around, and as long as one of your bullets land, you're good to go. Alright. Alright, so he is going to the third one here. Yep, just like that. Oh. You guys are being killed there. Now, those robots will help you go after the enemies, but just be wary that they will die quickly. Alright? Alright, so the third wave is usually insects, wolves, and a legendary enemy. Excuse me, get some allergies going on or whatever. So 3 different locations this legendary boss will spawn. One is right on the other side of that tree by that Jeep. One is right here by this hedge. One is on the other side of that barn. And one could be right down there by the meat shop. So 4 different locations it could spawn in. But back in the day, it only spawned in one. And it was right up here. Oh, he's right there today, okay? So that's good. But again, just be wary that it can spawn in one of the other 3 locations as well. And there's a bunch of wolves there for our canines. And creatures. Good stuff. Just like that. All right. Now, you will see a lot of people using flamethrowers, a bunch of other stuff to light this up from afar. But you actually walk up to it and you'll see interact. And that's what you do to light this up. That is awesome, guys. I'm telling you. You guys are awesome. Oh, I love it. You'll see the interact pop up real quick there, and that's how you light that up, alright? Alright, good stuff. There's our second one done. Fasnacht Day. Let's see what we get here. If it pops up. Mountain Mega Sloth, Fasnacht Blue Devil Mask, which we already have. And, yeah, that was the plan, which I already know. Okay. Cool. Now, a lot of people like to kind of huddle around this little stash box here. They'll put a bunch of stuff in here. And, but be very quick. Be quick, because there's people that will sit here and they will just take everything. Alright, they'll just take her all. So, just a little FYI there. All right, let's see what else we got here for these weekly challenges. So we do get 2 more. So we're actually going to go back to a private server because the server here is fairly keen, I should say. So let's go to our private one and we'll finish this off. That way there, we're not fast traveling around all over the place, and we're able to find our enemies where I say that they are, etc. 35 minutes in, that's not too bad. I've tried to complete a Fasnacht day on my own, and it's hard to do. Unless you have a lot of the beer steins, you have red toad eggs, you have intestines like on you already, I think you can get it done. All right, but you must have that stuff on you already. That's what I find. It gets possible. All right. Oh, weekly's gem. Destroy robot 30. So again, it's not real particular what type of robot we can go after. So everything is on the table there for robots. We have the upper section of Clarksburg and around Grafton. Even if you spawn in Grafton Day or Protest March, one of those 2 events, there'll be even more robots that show up for that. Right here, Arctos Farm, that's a pretty good area. Lots of iBots around. Whether you complete the event Fertile Soil or not, here at Voltec Agricultural Research Center in Flatwoods, there's always robots there. About 10 Liberators here in Charleston Train Yard. Beckley Mine Exhibit. Hawksbill Weather Station. Where are we at here? Robco Research Center. Sugar Grove. If you completed Mare for a day or not down here in Watoga, basically there'll be robots down here all the time. If you completed Mare for a day, they'll all be passive towards you. If you did not complete Mare for a day, they'll all be coming after you. So depending on what you choose, it's all preference really. Down here in the White Spring Mall, okay, you can use the north entrance, all kinds of robots down there, but just be particular that the one that you're shooting, it will turn aggressive towards you, but the other ones will still be passive. As compared to the robots that are on the outside, like on the grounds itself, if you accidentally shoot at one of those guys, they'll all be coming after you, including the human responders. So just a little word for warning there. Turrets are also considered robots, so a bunch of turrets here in Bloody Franks, Berkeley Springs, Dyer Chemical, Harper's Ferry, just name a couple areas for a bunch of turrets around. Those 3 large vertebrates that are kind of flying around the wasteland, guarding that little cargo bot there. If you knock them to the sky, they're also considered robots as well. So all kinds of great options there for you guys. We're actually going to start here at Charleston Fire Department. Now, these guys are usually pretty passive. We're going to start off here. And again, just another great spot. Now, 2 things can happen. They will turn aggressive towards you, or they'll be passive towards you. I've seen both things happen on different occasions, all right? So I'm not too sure what the difference is, but something you can try. But if you're on a server with other people, chances are that someone has already done this, all right? He's still passive towards us. Whoa. Whoa, I says. I don't think there'll be any over there, so let's head upstairs here. Now this vendor bot here, he's indestructible. Vendor bot max, so you can't. Holy mackerel. Fire breather in the station. He is destroying us. A lunatic gem. Usually 1 or 2 out here. Usually. Oh yeah, right on. There we go. I think that's it. I think there's 1 out front usually as well. Yeah, as I mentioned, sometimes they turn aggressive and sometimes they don't. It's so odd how it's inconsistent like that. All right, let's go somewhere else here, bud. Let's pop into Oxbill Weather Station. We haven't been down here in a little while. Let's try our luck down here with those 4 Robo-Brains. Still making some pretty good time. Are we lock and loaded? No, we're not. Got him, Jim. We got him, butts. Robots are great for steel, lead, and aluminum. He's running for his life there. Oh, he's a little buddy with him this time. Oh, how you doing, buddy? Wow. Jump scare. Alright, but a robot's a robot. Doesn't matter how hard or easy they are. Alright. Let's pop up here to good old Arctos Farmer this time. Between these guys and down at the Vault-Tec Agricultural Research Center in Flatwood, it's probably the first robots you come across. This one here is a really good spot as you use a lot of iBots through here. Those iBots just kind of floating around, doing their iBot stuff.
Intruder. Identify yourself. Intruder detected. Beginning search. All. Do not make it. Warning.
What did he say?
Area
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Is that what he said?
with search protocol. Initiating search.
Gonna fix my armor here soon, apparently. Alright. Where'd the other guy go? Oh, hi. Ah.
Warning. Dangerous fugitive.
Oh, right there.
Do not attempt to apprehend.
Excuse me. You can hear this guy around, but it can be a little bit of a maze in here, though. That's the only thing. Oh, right down here, probably. Yeah. I just need one more. Right here. We have a victim. Sorry, robot 30 for 30, just like that. Nice. Nice little location here, too. Alright, let's see what's next here. I think we got one left. Cripple Mirelruk Slim 30. Alright, so we're probably going to go to every location here for the Mirelruk Slim. So let's start up here at Toxic Dried Lake Bed. Let's lock and load. Oh, pal. You got a little iBot floating on the other side there. All right. We're making some good time. Not too bad. All right, so again, Cripple, Mirelruk, Slim, just basically can shoot at them. I recommend shooting for the head. If you use VATS, you can use the Perk card here under Perception called Concentrated Fire. Allows you to move your VATS from head, torso, arms, and legs. So if you do it the VATS way, if you have the right enemy and the right weapon, you can actually cripple 2 to 3 per enemy. But I find with Mirelruk it's a little bit harder. I find the head is the best place to hit them, so you might actually need 30. Now, if you have Perception of 5 or higher, this card is pretty much obsolete because you won't need the card. But if your Perception is lower than 5, you will need the card. I like to kind of show it for people there, so I'm not kind of looking for it. Let's go for the head here. And again, as I mentioned, it's a little harder with these Mirelruks because they're a little harder to cripple because of their shell, and their limbs are like really small. And we've tried doing it many a times. Yeah, face right there. See, we still only got the one cripple there. All right, good stuff. All right, let's go to the next spot here. We're gonna go down here to New River Gorge Resort. Let's pop in here. Now there'll be 5 of them down here. 3 in around the swimming pool area, and 2 inside of a house just south of the swimming pool area, but we'll see there very shortly. Now the resort itself will have ghouls and blotflies. We're actually going to go down this 2-lane roadway here and go right to the back in the swimming pool area. Right down here. There might be the odd ghoul back here as well, so just kind of watch out for that. There's a second one there. The third one will be right over here, usually. No, he's not here right now. Okay. Where's this guy? Oh, he's way over there. All right. So after these 3, again, we're going to go right to the house. So it's just to the south of the swimming pool area. It's in this house right here. Now, the front door is actually kind of barricaded. You can make your way through the roof, through the basement, or the other side. You will need to kind of jump up high to kind of get in there. Where's the other guy? Oh, right there. Hi. Thought he was pretty swift, wasn't he, huh? Alright, let's drop some stuff here. I know I'm not going to need half of this junk I got on me. That fire axe, for example. Alright, there we go. I'll come back later on and see if that's still there. Alright, oh, we're still overweight, Jim. What else we got here? Yeah, I don't really need that either. Still overweight. Huh! I think I got too much junk on me is what it is. Probably what it is, yeah. Alright, I don't think I can use another carry weight booster. I think we're maxed out on that. Let's take a bourbon and see if that helps us out. There we go. Alright, let's, we're actually going to go to a train station here real quick. And we're going to scrap these up. All my junk that I have on me. Okay, Jim. Worried about wait, you're picking more stuff up, yeah. I just want to scrap this stuff up. It's funny when you get playing, you just like, oh geez, I'm overweight now. Alright, let's run up here and we'll scrap this stuff. Quick as a bunny. Get a little garden gnome right here, look at that. Scrap all junk. There we go, that's better. Alright, let's go to our next Mirelruk location. Right down here, Ohio River Adventures. Now there'll be 5 Mirelruks here in total. When you interact with the eggs, they'll explode. When they explode, there'll be little baby Mirelruks that pop out. Okay. And sometimes you'll actually collect the egg. All right, so just kind of be aware of that. I hear this guy. Where is he? Oh, jeez. Wow, jump scare. All right, so there's that guy. The other 3 will be right down here towards the water. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. All right. So here's these eggs here. Fortunately, some of them exploded. Alright, so there's a little baby Mirelruk caught a hatchling. He went into the ground. Alright. We have a chance here for some more of these Mirelruks here. Again, when they explode, little baby Mirelruks will come out. Again, you can just kind of shoot at their head. So you see how that counted? Now you can still use your vats on these guys. They're just smaller, right? So there's his head. Burp. So you see how that counts right there. Just got to be careful. If you have an explosive weapon like this one here, it can be a little bit more difficult. Be more little nest right here. Yeah, he died too. All right, so there'll be some more nests just over here. I believe 2 more nests in total. There's a guy down here. He may kill them before you can kill them yourself. Right there we go. Hey, bud, listen, I'm just trying to help you out there. Mind your business there. Alright, now we do have Fish Bones here. And he has a raider. And if you go talk to him, he'll start a little mini event. Well, there'll be all kinds of Mirelruks that pop up here. So let's try our luck here with this guy. And see if he will spawn that in for us.
Well, we definitely... Bit of a story there. Proved myself enough. I think they wanted me... Anyways... Pretty much. We were... Yeah, what's that?
Need a hand? What can I do to help?
These Mirelruks have been a real pain.
This one right here.
First they destroyed our...
So just kind of go through the dialogue, and eventually you'll have to help them. And you'll actually get rep for the raiders by helping this fella here, Fishbones. Alright, let's help him out. So again, there'll be, I think, at least 10 to 12 Mirelruks that show up for this. So, but they'll be shooting at them themselves. So just, there they are. Couple Mirelruk 30 for 30, just like that. Just like that. See how that went pretty quick, eh? Maybe some more that pop up here. Yeah. I almost died there. Pretty cool, eh? Nice. Sorry, buddy. All right, so let's take a look at some other locations, seeing how we finish that one off. The before, right down here in Lake Reynolds. A little bit more of a challenge up here by the bar, not inside the mire itself, but on the outside here. There'll be a bunch of Mirelruks up here. Some Mirelruks in around the Highland Marsh. Vault 94, extremely high level area for Mirelruks, all kinds of Mirelruks in there. Quarry X3. Hemlock Spring Stump. And Slumber Mill Motel, so more locations for those Mirelruks there if you so wish. And let's take a look here. I think we are done for our weeklies. We are. So again, we have all week to complete Fasnacht Day 5 times. That one there should be pretty easy to do, but we're all done. All right, let's head back to our camp here real quick, and we'll take a look at Weapon of the Day. All right. Pretty close to an hour. It's just sometimes those weeklies, like those long ones there, can take a little bit of time. Fasnacht there took a little bit of time, doing that. All right, Weapon of the Day here, Jim. Let's take a look at that real quick. 2-shot Pyro Crusader pistol, +1 projectiles, +75% damage. Projectiles explode for +20% weapon damage, +50% reload speed. 2-shot explosive Swift. Yeah, okay. Pyro receiver, standard long barrel, large magazine, short scope suppressor. Default appearance 57 × 2 damage, 38 × 2 fire damage, 126 fire damage for 3 seconds. 10mm ammo, nice and cheap. Single fire mode, but as you can see, it fires very rapidly, reloads rapidly. It's a very good weapon. Love it. Of course, it's a gunslinger build. So let's take a look at the perk cards real quick under agility. Gunslinger Master, Gunslinger, and Gunslinger Expert. Crack Shot's a good one to have for pistols as well. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They stay the same. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. All right, nice. Nice, yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew Andrew, Confoundedbridge, Waywarner, John DJ59, Picquerist, Grant Trentno, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, Dan Ferreira, Benny Bunny. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.